Everyone, is Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Y'all, let's take something that you might have and turn it into something you might need. Stay tuned. And y'all, I'm talking about file folders. A lot of us have them. A lot of us have the decorative ones. If you don't have a decorative file folder, you probably do have some plain file folders. We're going to take those today and we're going to use them in our paper crafting. Welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to stop by. And welcome to all of my new subscribers and to all of my new friends. Welcome back to all of my longtime subscribers and longtime friends. Thank you guys so much for the awesome way in which you support me and my channel. We've been crafting with decorative file folders for years now, and there are so many different things that we're able to do using just one file folder, and that is the case today. We're coming up on gift giving season, and if you're planning on giving some gifts, there might come a time when you might need this and you don't have one, but you do have a file folder. And so after watching this video, you'll be able to take that file folder and turn it into that. And y'all, here is the that I am talking about. I am talking about making these beautiful, beautiful boxes. We all need them from time to time. I know that I can get at least 2 to 3 pairs of my favorite fuzzy socks in this beautiful box that I made using a file folder. And this is the one that we're going to be making today. This one is going to be 7 by 4.5 and 2 inches deep. This one here, we're not making this today, but this is 6 by 6 by 1.5. So you can take those file folders and tweak them in so many different ways to create what it is you need for them to be. So I'll give you a closer look in just a minute, but y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. All right, y'all, so here's a closer look at the file folder that we're going to be using on today's project. Now, I'm going to be using this decorative file folder because I have a lot of decorative file folders. You don't need a decorative file folder. You can use any file folder that you might have in your stash. You might have some file folders that you've picked up from the office supply store. You can use those as well. I'm going to show you just how easy it is to make this box. Look how sturdy this box is. And because I am using a decorative file folder, the inside is just as beautiful as the outside. And the box that we're making today, when finished, is going to be 7 by 2 and it's 4.5 inches tall. And so y'all, this is a really nice size box to be able to make from a file folder. Then I also made this one. We're not going to make this one today. We're going to make the longer one and the thicker one. But this one is a 6 by 6 by 1.5, and all you have to do is play around with your measurements to turn those file folders into the box sizes that you need. So you don't need much to make this project at all. I have my file folder, I have a piece of scrap, and then I have a cut apart. That's all we're going to be using, and the adhesive. So take your file folder, make sure that it's closed because we're going to get rid of the tabbed portion here. So we're going to put it in and line up the edge at 8 inches. And we're just going to trim away. And then we're just going to turn it and we're going to position it at 11 and we'll trim. So now you're going to have a file folder that when folded measures 11 by 8. And on the 11-inch side, I'm going to score at 2. As far as I can go, flip it, score at 2 until I meet that original 2 score mark. Then I'll flip it this way to the opposite 11-inch side, score at 2 as far as I can go, flip it, and score at 2. So those are all of the scores that we need on the 11-inch side. So I'm going to open it. And when I put it in, I'm going to score at 1/2 inch and 2.5. Then I'm going to take it and turn it to the opposite end. Let's go ahead and score at 1/2 inch and 2.5. And now we can take it and fold it, and with the folded end at the edge of your scoreboard, we're going to score at 1. And then when we open it, that gives us a 2-inch base. So now all we need to do is fold and burnish all of these score marks. So let's fold all of the score marks that we made and burnish those. You're going to have some natural score marks in your file folder. You don't want to do anything with those. You're only going to fold and burnish the score marks that we made. Alright, so now we have all of our scores folded and burnished. We are going to go ahead and cut out the tabs here in the center where we made those score marks there. And I am simply going to go up to the score mark and drag straight down. And the way that you'll know which score marks you need to cut, you're going to have some ridge score marks here, but it's going to be the outer score mark here and the outer score mark here. And so now that we have that cut, I'm going to go ahead and remove the 2 corner pieces from one end. So I will just drag straight down and remove those 2 pieces. Then we're going to take this piece and I'm just going to angle in and angle in there. Y'all, I really didn't have to score this end at 1/2 inch. I could have just scored at 2.5 inches because we're going to take this whole thing and we're going to glue it, fold it over, and place it down like this. So now on this end, we'll go to that second score mark again and drag straight down. And now we're going to reduce this in size. Then I'm just going to angle in a little bit. And now I'm going to take my scissors and just round that end a little bit. So I'm just rounding this a little. And lately I've been rounding my flaps as well. So I'm just going to round these. It just makes for a prettier finish to the box. So I'm just rounding these tabs. And so now we are ready to put our box together. We're going to take our glue and we'll place some glue on these flaps. You can reduce these in size if you want to. I didn't, but you can. And then I'm going to take this end that I folded over and I'll just take that flap, get the bottom even, place it on its side, go on the inside with my big old spatula, get that nice and stuck. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. So I'm just going to make sure that I have the bottom matching. We'll go on the inside with the big old spatula, get it nice and stuck. And now I'm going to take these flaps and fold them backwards because I'm going to take my glue and place my glue on this piece. Fold it over. Just going to put that in like that because I do want to make sure that I have that nice and even. Use my big old spatula to get a good stick and to really make sure that that front seam isn't showing. We'll do the same thing over here. So I'm going to take my glue, place my glue on this piece. And y'all, this is how easy it is to make a box in a hurry. We're going to get this matched I'll go ahead and fold that in just to make sure that I have proper placement. Go in with my big old spatula to get that nice and stuck. And now I should be able to take this and tuck that in, and I can. And look at how pretty this box is. I'm going to put just a little something on the front to give it a little dressier look. Not going to do a whole lot. I have this cut apart. I'm going to add some tape to the back. Then I'm going to take the cut apart and just place it on this scrap border. And I am just going to bring my trimmer back in and trim. Then I'm going to take my glue, add some glue to the back. And I'll take this piece and I'm going to place it right there in the center. Give that a chance to dry. And it says, "Thank you for being by my side." Then I'm going to take my big old spatula and just go on the inside to help that stick. So now you can take all types of goodies and place them in your file folder box and give it as a gift. And you can see how when you use the decorative file folders, you already have a beautiful outside to this. But if you don't have decorative file folders, you can take some of your decorative papers and just layer them on top once you have made the actual box itself. So I am going to bring my other two boxes back in, and I'm going to put all of my boxes right there because I want you to see just how gorgeous these boxes are and how easy they were to make when you start with a file folder. Sometimes you might not have the 12 by 12 sheet paper that you want to use, but you might have a favorite file folder that you bought. Go ahead and use it and turn it into something useful as we have done here. Guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this fun, quick, and easy way to use those decorative file folders that I know a lot of you have invested in. And if you don't have decorative file folders, use the file folders that you do have. If you have liked this video, and I certainly hope that you have, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, I'd love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.